All right, so let's talk about the next fundamental characteristic that I look for in a project. And this one refers to the idea of mindshare. There's a lot that I can explain on the topic of mindshare, and this video relates back a lot to core marketing concepts that you would use to basically build a business. So this video is really going to be a bit of a business breakdown, really, and it's going to relate a lot back to crypto, and I got a couple case studies to really help explain this one. So crypto is a game of attention. This is what you guys need to understand. You know, in the digital world, everything is about attention. In the world in general, the only way that you've ever made money is by having someone look at your thing and then pay you for it, right? You get someone to look at you, you get their eyeballs, you convince them to buy, they buy. That's how everything has been sold, whether it's a coin, a fucking 1800s t-shirt, like fucking woolen t-shirt, a fucking caveman, like whatever it was, right? Any point in human history, you sold something through human attention. And it's the same thing in crypto. You want people to buy your coin? Well, you have to get them to look at it, right? The more people that you can get looking at your coin and the more you can convert into buyers, the more money that you're going to make, because the higher the coin's going to go in terms of price, right? So where people look is where people tend to buy. Even if you are the most hated person or coin online, you're going to convert enough people into buyers because enough people are going to want to buy, right? And this is why mindshare, i.e. conversation about a coin, is vital to its success. If your coin is not spoken about, it will die. And this is why volume, in terms of like the amount of buying and selling volume, is one of the characteristics that people look at to determine how successful a coin might be. Because volume shows you there's interest, and interest tells you that there's mindshare. And if there's mindshare, then the project has the potential to captivate the minds of more people, right? If a coin has a declining volume, it means that less and less and less people are caring about it because less people are buying and selling it. Not a good sign. You want to see volume increasing, okay? So to understand how a coin gains mindshare, we have to understand the TikTok algorithm, because I think the TikTok algorithm is the perfect case study of how things go viral in general, how you attain mindshare in general. So this is how the TikTok algorithm works, right? There's a video that gets posted, then the algorithm on TikTok basically looks at these metrics. So it looks at, how long did someone watch the video for? Did they replay it? Did they like it? Did they comment? Did they share? And then if they had good performance, the video gets sent to more people. And then it's this like feedback loop here where it gets good feedback, good data, more people view it, good data, more people view it. And eventually the video gets to a certain size where the data is no longer good, it gets bad performance, and then it doesn't get sent to more people. And that's where the video peaks in terms of views. Okay? So put simply, TikTok sends a video that's posted to 10 to 100 people, right? It collects the data. If the data is good, sends it to 1,000. If the data is good, sends it to 10,000. And then this process continues on and on and on and on until some videos get to like 100 million views, right? So your video's virality is determined by how large a sample of people continue to interact with the video. And this is very, very similar to how crypto works. Love, hate, jealousy, fear, inspiration, the emotion that these people on TikTok feel doesn't matter. It literally is irrelevant. Viral videos, there's hated viral videos, there's fucking loved viral videos, there's scary viral videos. It's all the same. All you have to do is make the viewer feel something. You have to make them conversate and want to engage in what you're showing them, because engagement keeps people on platforms, and when you keep people on platforms, you get rewarded, right? Why does TikTok reward you for people who watch your video longer? It's because they spent more time on the platform. You get rewarded if you keep them on, right? And people watch shit they want to watch. And it's the same concept with crypto. The best coins are the ones that everyone just can't stop fucking talking about, right? Solana, one of the best performers. Why? People just can't stop fucking talking about it. They love it. They hate it. They feel every emotion about Solana. For some reason, it just triggers them. And that is why Solana and coins like Hex and other coins that people hate just tend to give the best returns. People just fucking can't stop talking about it. And that's the virality factor, right? How big of a sample size of people can your mindshare go where you're still able to have high levels of engagement, right? Where does your engagement peak out? For most projects, the engagement peaks out very, very low. So you don't get a big sample size of people looking at your coin. Some coins, they go huge. Everyone talks about it. And because you got a lot of people talking about it, you tend to get a lot of buyers, right? So as you can see, TikTok is a engagement-driven content Ponzi scheme, right? It's not necessarily early people make money, but as each group of people show the platform that they like the video, it gets sent to a larger group of people. And it's sort of like a Ponzi scheme, right? It's a content Ponzi scheme driven by the engagement of the users. Same thing with, fucking coins, right? You buy early, you tell everyone to buy, they buy, they tell everyone to buy, those people buy, they tell everyone to buy, those people buy. It's a Ponzi scheme, right? And so Hex is the first case study I want to go over to give you a real life example. So as you know, Hex is run by Richard Hart, this guy here. It's one of the most hated coins in crypto. It has been in the past. It's also one of the best performing ones. You can see here, it's up like 200x from the bottom. I think it's up even more than that, to be honest. Like, if you bought over here, it's up a lot, okay? Like a lot. And, why is it up so much if it's literally a fucking shitty scam? Well, Hex uses mass virality content, hate fuel, to convert low intelligence, naive investors into buyers, right? When you look at the average Hex community member, have you ever looked at what type of person they are? I have, because I've put videos out about Hex and I've seen the type of people who comment on the video. You look at them, they're always the same type of person. It's some 35-year-old, 45-year-old, 55-year-old, broke, very average, ugly, fat dude from America or some first world country with a very low IQ from a rural town, low IQ farmer type of person, like just some idiot, right? It's always just some idiot. Now, obviously, this is not to tell you that everyone who buys Hex is an idiot. I know very smart people who've made millions of dollars buying Hex. But as a general rule of thumb, the average Hex holder is a moron. And that is amazing because that is the type of person you want holding your coin. But that was also the type of person that Hex attracted through its marketing, right? When a coin is hated like Hex, and it's so obvious that the coin is just ran by a fucking scam artist, the only people who are going to buy it is the dumb people. But the good thing for Richard Hart is that this is a very big group of people. Most people aren't smart. And so he's selling himself and his coin to a subset of people who are actually a large part of the market, which is the very unsophisticated, naive investor, right? So what did Richard do? How did he capture the mind share of crypto in the last bull run? Well, he weaponized engagement bait money flexing combined with long-form spellcasting content to create a cult holder base. So he basically did the Andrew Tate model. So let me show you what I mean, right? He flexes with his supercars and his Louis Vuitton bags. He's wearing the most clearly stupid outfits, diamond Rolex, expensive glasses from Versace probably, private jet, Hex necklace, fucking, what's this, Louis Vuitton jacket, full Louis Vuitton outfit, Louis Vuitton bag, posting content about all this money that he has. And then what he does is he funnels all this attention from this viral content to his YouTube channel. And on his YouTube channel, he makes long-form content, basically spellcasting on his audience, all these different mental models that help the viewer understand why they should buy Hex. And it's basically like what's the word for it? It's like a magician's trick, right? The magician, the hypnotist, is casting spells on you. And if you do research into Richard Hart's history, into what he's been doing the past decades he's been alive, some of the career paths and skills that he has revolve around manipulating humans, hypnotism, different topics on that, which, different skills which relate to converting people to believe certain beliefs, right? And that's why he makes the perfect coin cult leader, because he spent his whole life training to do this. This is what he did before he launched Hex. For example, he's got a 4-hour video here, right? 4-hour video talking about Hex. And because I run businesses, I know how to convert people into buying products. His product is a coin, my product is a paid group. I know how to convert people, and I know the business tactics that he's doing because I do similar things, right? The thing you have to understand about content is when you make long form content, you create cult followers, right? The longer the videos, the more someone sits down and watches you, the more they get hypnotized and the more they like you more and more. This is why YouTube as a platform builds the strongest connection with its viewers, because their viewers spend the most time watching you out of all the platforms online, right? And I want to give you an example. So here he makes a 4-hour video. I guarantee you this creates cult followers. This creates loyal holders. This converts the, mass market clickbaity attention that he gets into buyers, right? This is what he does. It's a marketing funnel. They find him from the mindshare that he has. People hate him. People who hate him go and watch this video. They actually like him, and they fucking start believing what he's saying because he talks for 4 fucking hours. Eventually, you listen to this guy enough, you're going to start believing him, right?
And then you hear, I try to make the world a better place for people. And
he tries to make the world a better place for people, but he launches a zero-sum cryptocurrency where people only win by others in his community losing. How is that making the world a better place? The world doesn't actually get better because nothing has been built on Hex. It's just purely a vehicle for speculation. He's funded his entire, millions of dollars, Lambos, all of this through other people losing money on Hex, right? But you wouldn't believe that because he would cast a number of spells on you to not see that. You just believe that you should be a buyer, right? And that relates back to mindshare, okay? He has mindshare of all these people who will now buy his coin. And long form videos is how you create those cult buyers. And when you're trying to sell high ticket products, so for example, this guy's trying to convince you to put 50 grand in the Hex, you do long form videos. And I'll show you an example here. I do the same thing, right? If I want you to buy my thousands of dollars mastermind, I put out a 1 hour, 20-minute video, which is a webinar, which is just a big funnel for a course, right? How do I turn someone into just found my YouTube channel into wanting to buy a $5,000 mastermind or whatever the price is in the shortest amount of time possible? Well, you make a 1 hour and 20-minute video giving tons of value, programming the viewer to ultimately want to buy the mastermind, right? Now, it's not necessarily done unethically. This is the best decision most people could make who want to make money from crypto, but that is what this video does. It programs you to buy the mastermind, and this video programs you to buy Hex, right? Captures the mindshare, converts it into viewers. This is just the game of every single fucking business on the internet, right? And that's why I say the Andrew Tate model. He does the same thing. All Andrew Tate does is, talk in front of the camera, spell casting on you a number of beliefs and different mindsets and ideologies that you should internalize. And all of these ideologies that you internalize are creating you into the perfect consumer of buying all of his products. Not necessarily saying it's a bad thing, because the products, I've bought some of it, a lot of his stuff. It's been very, very useful. But I'm just saying that's what people do, right? You get attention, you convert it into a buyer, and then you want them to keep buying forever, right? And that's what Richard's done. That's what Andrew Tate's done. That's what the goal of every single cryptocurrency is. Get viewers, get them to buy, get them to never sell, right? 3-step formula. Get the attention, get them to buy, get them to never sell. That is the game of mindshare. Okay? Hex convinced everyone to have an opinion about Hex, right? Hate or love, doesn't matter. And in the process, only needed to convert a small percent into buyers to send price parabolic. So when you think about it, right, let's look at it from the perspective of a marketing funnel. right? Let's imagine 1,000